There is no way to barter with God. Today we're reading Genesis 28 and Matthew 27. In both of these, we have people trying to barter with God. Genesis 28:20. Then Jacob made a vow, saying, "If God will be with me and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat and clothing to wear, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then the Lord shall be my God." Chapter 32 will go on to show how weak he is in wrestling with God. God can just touch him and he falls apart. But Judas is another example of someone who tries to give a type of penance for his sins. Matthew 27, verse 3, he saw that Jesus was condemned. He changed his mind and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and the elders, saying, "I have sinned by betraying innocent blood." They said, "What is that to us? See to it yourself." And throwing down the pieces of silver into the temple, he departed, and he went and hanged himself. But his death can't substitute for Jesus' death. Just like any punishment to ourselves or our bodies is not enough to buy off God's judgment. There's no point in beating yourself up. The gospel says he who knew no sin became sin so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. Jesus died, Jesus rose, and Jesus is king. He gives his blessing not to those who have much, but those who admit they have nothing without him. And the gospel gives us the power that we might change and be made into who we should be. And that is the beauty. Do not try and be those who make penance for your sin. Be those who admit, confess, and receive God's righteousness.